My name is Bob Baxty. I've been inspecting homes in Western Washington for over 16 years. On September 1st, the state of Washington came out with their new laws and require home inspectors to be licensed. How these laws will affect you as real estate agents and brokers is what my presentation is about. I've taken the things that I feel are the most important items and I've summarized them and put them into this short presentation. All licensed inspectors have to pass a national test consisting of 200 questions and a Washington state specific examination consisting of about 34 questions. Other training and experience requirements are needed and vary depending on the inspector's experience. The new law has provisions to help people know that their inspector is licensed. All inspectors are required to use their license number and the term licensed home inspector in any solicited advertisement and on any written reports. A standard home inspection can't be done verbally, it must be done in writing. The home inspector needs to provide a pre-inspection agreement that outlines the standards of work to be performed by the inspector and should be signed by the client. A pre-offer consultation is a verbal report that's limited in scope and is to be performed by a licensed home inspector. A pre-inspection agreement must be signed by the buyer to describe the limited scope of this type of inspection. A home inspector must provide written disclosure of relationships that they have with others that are involved in the transaction.
The WAC reads, provide full written disclosure of any business or familial relationships or other conflicts of interest between themselves and any other party to the transaction. The parties may include, but are not limited to, buyers, sellers, appraisers, real estate licensees, mortgage representatives, title companies, vendors, and service contractors.
Home inspectors are not allowed to pay for referrals or pay to be on a preferred list.
The WAC reads, the home inspector must not provide compensation, inducement, or reward directly or indirectly to any person or entity other than the client for the referral of business, inclusion on a list of recommended inspectors or preferred providers, or participate in similar arrangements. The purchase and/or use of low-value advertising or marketing services or products that does not exceed $10 per item is not considered inducement or reward.
In the past, home inspectors were not allowed to report on any rot, pest conditions, or any other conducive conditions unless they were a structural pest inspector or a PCO.
The WAC reads, the inspector will report all wood rot and pest conducive conditions discovered, refer all issues that are suspected to be insect related to a licensed structural pest inspector or pest control operator for follow-up.
In my opinion, this is a good thing and puts us more in line with what most of the nation is doing. A home inspector can advertise inspection experience only and not associated trade experience.
The WAC reads, the home inspector must not advertise previous experience in an associated trade as experience in the home inspection profession. An inspector's advertised inspection experience will reflect only the inspector's experience as a home inspector, and inspectors shall not advertise, market, or promote their home inspection services or qualifications in a fraudulent, false, deceptive, or misleading manner.
The preceding has been a summary of some of the standards of the state licensing laws for home inspectors. I've presented them as accurately as I can. If you want more information, you can read these articles in their entirety. Now for my opinion, I agree with the state with what they're trying to do licensing home inspectors. The days of the 60 to 90-minute home inspection, they're going to be few and far between. Most of the standards that are in the new licensing laws for home inspectors are very similar to the standards that ASHI or NAHI have. If your inspector is currently performing ASHI or NAHI home inspections, you probably won't see much of a difference. I believe that the state licensing laws are going to create a standard for home inspectors, and they're going to have to be accountable to those standards. Those that were doing shallow home inspections will probably be getting out of the business, or they're going to have to come up to the current standard. I hope this information has been useful to you. Thanks for taking time to watch this presentation.